Hackman is widely regarded as one of the greatest actors of his generation. With a career spanning over 4 decades, he won 2 Academy Awards and was nominated for 3 more. He delivered unforgettable performances in films like The French Connection, Unforgiven, The Conversation, and Hoosiers. However, behind his impressive filmography lies a more complicated picture, one marked by professional feuds, a sometimes difficult temperament, and clashes with directors, producers, and even fellow actors. Though Hackman retired from acting in 2004, the stories of his behind-the-scenes behavior have continued to surface, painting a portrait of a man who demanded creative respect but often came into conflict while asserting it. On-set feuds and conflicts. One of the most well-known stories about Hackman's volatile behavior occurred during the making of the Royal Tenenbaums, 2001, directed by Wes Anderson. Although Hackman gave a critically acclaimed performance as the gruff, manipulative patriarch Royal Tenenbaum, the experience behind the scenes was far from smooth. According to Anderson and several cast members, Hackman was difficult to work with and clashed regularly with the director. The tension was so intense that Gwyneth Paltrow later remarked she was scared of Hackman during filming. He allegedly became furious upon learning that he was being paid the same flat fee as the rest of the ensemble cast, despite his star status. His frustration boiled over into visible anger on set, and he reportedly walked off at the end of filming without saying goodbye to the crew or cast. Another notable incident occurred during the making of The Firm, 1993, where Hackman played a supporting role opposite Tom Cruise. Although he played a key part in the story, Hackman was displeased with the promotional decisions made by the film studio. When Paramount Pictures refused to give him top billing or place his name above the title in promotional materials, Hackman retaliated by demanding that his name be removed from the advertising altogether. As a result, despite being a central character in the film, his name and face were mostly absent from the marketing campaign. This kind of strong-willed stance was not uncommon for Hackman, who valued respect and proper recognition. A cold and distant persona. Hackman also developed a reputation for being distant and cold, particularly toward crew members and fans. During the filming of Behind Enemy Lines, 2001, which took place aboard the real-life aircraft carrier USS Carl Vinson, Hackman reportedly refused to engage with the ship's military personnel. A Navy crew member who worked on the set later shared in an online forum that Hackman isolated himself from others and did not want anyone speaking to him unless absolutely necessary. At one point, an announcement was allegedly made over the ship's intercom warning sailors not to approach or interact with the actor. While some chalked this up to Hackman's desire to stay in character, others interpreted it as arrogance or disdain. His relationship with filmmaking was also fraught with internal contradictions. According to several directors and producers who worked with him, he loved acting but despised much of the process that came with it, especially things like makeup, costume fittings, and publicity obligations. Barry Sonnenfeld, who directed Hackman in Get Shorty, 1995, recalled that while the actor brought intensity and professionalism to his performances, he had little patience for anything outside of his immediate role. This sometimes led to friction with directors and fellow actors who had a more laid-back or collaborative approach. Tough guy on and off the screen. Gene Hackman's off-screen personality often mirrored the no-nonsense, tough-as-nails characters he portrayed on film. He was not known for sugarcoating his opinions or indulging in Hollywood niceties. Some admired him for this candor and authenticity, while others found it off-putting. He didn't engage in the charm offensive that many stars rely on to maintain their careers. Hackman was all about the work, and if that meant offending people or making powerful enemies, so be it. In many ways, this attitude earned him respect as much as it created controversy. Despite the stories of tension and conflict, Hackman's contribution to cinema is undeniable. He brought an emotional depth and raw realism to his roles that few actors could match. But part of what made him so compelling on screen, his intensity, his focus, his insistence on doing things his way, also made him a challenging figure off camera.